Hi, my name is Kavina and welcome to the Kiro channel. Currently, I'm an NYU sophomore and I just decided to do like a welcome week video of tips that I wish somebody told me about before. Okay, first tip, move-in date. So basically almost all the freshmen are going to be moving in the same day. So that's why they schedule like a certain time for your floor to move in. So the best thing to get it over and done with, because you're moving in basically everything for your dorm that day, is to go early or on time. They also have trips to Kmart too, which is helpful in case you need to buy something if you forgot something. So they're gonna hold you down on that. Second tip. So after most people checked in to their dorms in the evening, they're gonna have your first floor meeting. So your floor meeting is when everybody's outside of their door and the RA is outside too. And then basically they're just going to talk to you about some rules and regulations of the dorm. It's not even going to be that long, 30, maybe 45 minutes. Everybody has to do it. Your RA is going to know who's there and who's not. They're going to ask everybody their name. You're going to be introduced to people. So it's a really good thing to be there on time. Third, introduce yourself to the RA. You don't have to be really friendly. Oh my gosh, let me tell you about my pet or whatever. Nobody's really gonna do that, but just say hi, my name's whatever, this and that. Just start off the year on a good note with your RA, because if you have any problems in the dorm, they're gonna be the first one you're gonna turn to, and you want to have a good relation already before you bring up a problem or a situation to them. Okay, the fourth thing is roommates. So you might talk to your roommates, looked at them on Facebook, creeped, everybody does that, no shame. So this, you're gonna be living with them. It's different than texting them or whatever. You're gonna be living with them most likely for the whole year. So I would just say start off the year on a good note, but also be strong and firm. If there's something you don't like, you should just tell them right away. You shouldn't just hold it in and oh, you know what, next time. You need to just tell them right then and there, because then it's going to be problems. You're going to feel a certain type of way. They're not going to know. Maybe you don't like people in your dorm until 3 o'clock in the morning. They're not going to know unless you say something. So be firm if you have to. It's always better to be mean and cold and then start to be nicer, instead of being too nice and then just becoming mean. It's always better that way. I had experience. I was in Founders, and then I did room to room, and I went to Reuben. So I have a lot of experience. I'll be talking about that later. All right. Okay. One thing I forgot to mention. So basically, when you're moving in, they're going to have a big cart, this big. I have a full bed frame, so they're gonna have this type of cart, 2 or 3 feet out. You can put your stuff in, and then each I think all residential halls for freshmen have elevators. So Founders has 4 elevators, and they're really big, so you can fit 2 carts in. But Reuben is really small, so you can only fit 1 cart in, and they only have 3 elevators in Reuben. So it depends where you are, how it's gonna be for you to move in. So it really depends. Number 6, yeah. For Founders, they had a ice cream social where after the floor meeting, they said you can go downstairs, get ice cream sandwiches, freeze pops. It's really nice because there's a ton of kids, so basically everybody from the floor is at that one floor, that one level, wherever. You can just socialize, talk to people. People are super friendly. They want to make friends. Nobody's gonna judge you. If you don't find somebody then they connect with, you're gonna find somebody by the end of the month, basically. Alright, 7. Go to the mandatory events they have for your majors or your school departments. For Steinhardt, we had one day in the week that was Wednesday maybe, where we had to go to get orientation and talk about whatever. For I was in teaching and learning, so they just had one day where they just talked about 4 hours. It wasn't one day, so it wasn't that bad. And you get to know people, you get to see other people. For CAS, College of Art and Science, I know they had cohorts where they had groups and they had to do different stuff. I find that really beneficial, because when you're going to Welcome Week events, you want to know somebody. You want to have a group to go with. For me, it was kind of hard because I didn't know anyone really in Steinhardt until Wednesday, because it's such a smaller school than College of Art and Science. Well, other people were walking with people from their cohorts. So become friends with them, because they're gonna be stuck. You're gonna be stuck with them like for the rest of the year at least, if not the whole time you're at NYU. So just make friends too in your cohorts, whatever groups they have you in. Yeah, and it's always good to go to events because they're gonna know if you're there or not, and it's good for you to be informed, get freebies that say NYU. All right, number 8. If you have like a problem with your schedule, you should really go to your academic advisor on Welcome Week, because like they work the whole year, so it's not like, oh, they just start working a certain time. They just work like basically Monday to Friday the whole year, like besides holidays and stuff. So like it's always better if you get your schedule fixed before like the first day of school, because the first day, second day, people are meeting each other, saying hi and stuff. But if you switch from your class and you go to another class next week, you're gonna be like a new face, and it's gonna be harder for you to make friends, to know people, because everybody really got set in their group. So like do it. Like go to your academic advisor. If you feel unsure about a class, you're not really sure, talk to them. They're just there to help you, to make sure you graduate 4 years. Like you might not be able to have this class, but if it means you're graduating 4 years instead of 5, do it. Rate My Professor. Go on Rate My Professor. Look up your professors. It's always better to rent your textbooks. If anything, write on it in pencil, underline in pencil, erase. $40 compared to $200. Like, come on. You should plan out your schedule, plan out your events for Welcome Week. Like, I tried to download an app to help you guys, but like, it did not work for me. So like, it's nice if you can plan out your schedule, what you want to do and stuff. And when you plan out your schedule, there's some not classes. Well, thinking about school already. So there's some events that happen like multiple times during the week, like, oh, NYU bike share. It might be on Monday. You might really want to do it and rent a bike, but then they have it on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So if they have comedy show, then you might as well go to the comedy show or whatever, because you can always go to the bike share whenever. So you need to see like if it happens multiple times and plan it out. If it's like one time event, go to it. Like you're never gonna go to it again. And yeah, 9. Yeah, that was tip number 9. Part of that, arrive early to events. Like I wanted to go to like a poetry slam or whatever, and then I arrived like maybe 8:30 when it started. They were like, oh yeah, we're full. I'm like, 8:30 it started. Yeah, we're full, because they have like thousands and thousands of kids. Everybody's looking at the same schedule, wanting to go to the same thing that only happens once. And if you arrive late, they're not going to have room for you most likely, and you're going to be out of luck. So arrive 30 minutes early. It's not going to kill you. It's better if you arrive 30 minutes early and you have a spot, instead of arriving at 8:30 when it starts, waiting 30 minutes, and they're like, no, we don't have a spot for you. Then you wasted your time. You might as well get there earlier, get a seat, chill, talk to whoever, this and that. Number 10, Welcome Week party. You need to arrive early to that too. Basically, everything you go to, arrive early, because there's like tons of other kids there too that wants to do the same thing. And it was like 3 blocks long to get into Kimmel for like the welcome party. It was like all the way from Starbucks, from Washington Square Park, all the way to Kimmel. Like, it was that ridiculous. But like, don't be like discouraged and feel like, oh, I don't want to go, the line is too long. No, it only takes like 15, maybe 20 minutes. Like the line moves really fast. You show them your ID. Always keep your ID and keys on you, because if you don't, you have to pay for your ID again. And like the little plastic cover they give you, it does not work. Like try to double side tape it or whatever. Like I lost it like 2-3 times. I had to pay $15. Try to double side tape it, or like keep it somewhere where you know it is. Keep your keys. It's really irritating if, you're sleeping and then your roommate, like, forgot their keys. Don't do that. You don't want to do that. You don't want somebody waking you up, so don't wake somebody else up. Make sure you have your keys. Be responsible from the beginning. Do that. Yeah, Welcome Week is fun. Like, they might tell you, okay, this is the party room or whatever, but ask them if there's another floor, because I was at the first floor for the party. It was like a throwback theme. Like, you don't have to dress fancy. Don't dress fancy. If you're not really comfortable with heels, don't wear heels. Like, wear whatever you're comfortable with. Like, nobody's really judging you. Dress a semi, like, formal, not too much. You don't have to do like too much, because everybody's trying to have fun. So anyway, like, I was on the first floor, and then I was really hungry and thirsty. But then I went up and I found it was another floor, like all the way at the top, and they had like appetizer. I was like, you was hiding it from me? I was like, I could have been having my appetizers, my drinks. Yeah, so do that. And like if you don't like the DJ on the first floor, there might be another DJ on the other floor. It's not gonna be like the same music. So it's different DJs, different music. So don't feel like, oh, I don't like this music. This music is whack. Go to another floor. Alright, clubs. Tip number 11. Yeah. So there's gonna be like a whole bunch of clubs, like advertising for like college students, Monday to Friday. There might be a club every single day. Before I was like, oh, I want to go to this party and that party, but there's gonna be like tons of other parties. You have to just look for it. I went to the Webster party, and it was like techno. So like the techno party was like, it was alright, but I'm like used to more like hip hop. So it depends what type of music you're used to, but it's still nice to go. If any party, go to Webster. It's really close by, right behind Founders. So it's on East 11, so it's close by. My last advice is have fun, turn up. You know, like it's your one and only Welcome Week. Enjoy it. It's really nice. Yeah. And it's like a lot of events. Like also, you know, you're on your own. Be aware of your surroundings. Know who you're with. Don't just trust somebody you just met them yesterday, you know. Be smart. Alright, thanks. And if you have any comments, any suggestions for videos, want to hit me up, just comment. Alright, bye.